Alrighty, we should be rolling here. Let's see if I can't go in amp real quick. Check out my bag setup. Check out my situation. Here is basically, for the most part, what I'm going to be working with here. Actually, let me real quick. So I'm going to put Hornet on for maybe one hole, maybe 2 holes. But this is, for the most part, going to be the bag setup that I strictly keep on for the most part here. There will be a couple swap outs, and I will probably go to my bag every time, just as kind of a force of habit of something that I like to do. And of course, I am going to set up my ball. I haven't got this hole yet, but I am going to be putting on a turkey ball, hopefully increase the likelihood that I can make this hole in one here, restrict the wind, and give it my best go. Now, let's see where we're at. See this Cataclysm here? This is the thing that I'm really playing for here. So, you know, win or lose, doesn't really matter. Not too worried about the banner, not too worried about anything. I just want those 27 cards. So I'm looking for top 10. Same with this Tsunami. Once those are done, I'll be happy. I will be happy once those are done. So what I like to do is I like to set up my bag kind of every hole before actually going into the hole. I like coming back here, resetting. Same here. I like, you know, coming back, clearing out my chests. I'm going to use a lot of chests here in this round. And hopefully get a whole screen of golds is kind of what I'll be shooting for. I should be coming up on a platinum here too, because I don't think I've got one this whole tournament. Let's see where we are. We're about 2-3 minutes before the hour. We should be good here, I would think. I don't think you're going to miss much if you miss this first hole. I haven't got it yet, so I've made it in the shootout 3 times. Just winging it, like not even having any clue what I'm doing, because it's the first time seeing the shot. And I have not been able to make it during the actual round. So you kind of see the way that my bracket's going so far. And let's just see if I can't give these guys a run for their money here. And you see I'm going to be going at it with Hammerhead, which is going to be very similar to if you were to approach it with your sniper. There's really nothing that's going to change. Aside from Hammerhead and Sniper, accuracy is dead on the same. A little bit less ball trail. Not too worried about the ball trail. I know where I need to get it lined up. And as you see, I play this at around 6 wind. I play about 30% extra on this hole, which will bump it up to about, you know, almost 8 rings here. And you kind of see, I just kind of throw it right at the hole here. And then I'll get right to my adjustment here. Pull it to 5. Pull it just a shade here, short of 8. And of course I get a great ball. Get up that hill. If you get it up that hill, it'll come back a second time. But you run the risk, if you take off a lot of that spin, of slamming the pin. So I'd rather, you know, hit a perfect ball. I got a great ball here. I'm just not lucky on this hole at all. I haven't got it all week, except for shootouts. I've got it multiple shootouts. Once has been like, it's been like crazy winds too, like really hard winds that I've got it on the shootouts. So this hole has just really been frustrating to me. Let's see if my opponent can't bring this one in. Here, he also has a turkey ball. Got the perfect ball. Looks like he underplayed his wind, though. And better to go at this one with sniper, in my opinion. Of course, since I have the Hammerhead 7, I just go at it with the Hammerhead. I don't really need the ball trail. I just need to hit perfect ball, as you can see. Kind of expected to miss this one. Hopefully on the back I can change my luck on this hole. This is the only hole that I play turkey on the tournament. Hole number 1 and 10, of course. I will be pulling out a Santa on hole 7. But aside from that, it's going to be lots of Kingmaker or Snow Globes. You'll see. I'm not too worried about the shootouts either. Kind of a waste of time, in my opinion. I don't really need to play these shootouts. Of course, they'll probably give us this hole. I'm surprised that they didn't give us this hole, and then I'll ace it on the shootout. But I'll probably ace this one on the shootout here and then miss it when we actually get to hole 5. I do this one with a Kingmaker in the shootout. For any of you that are wondering about that, I'm going to have to do it with my Apocalypse here. I'm going to set up kind of to see. You see how the ball trail is kind of stopping real close to the hole. Aside from that, I will probably go about 5 to 6 rings, somewhere in there. And then I'll just put the hook on, try to get it going towards the hole here. Great ball, of course. I've released early. It's probably going to swing it around just a little bit too much, but let's see. Maybe not. It's actually spot on. Of course I get the ace on the shootout. Makes perfect sense that I won't get the stroke for the tournament. I guarantee I won't make this on 5. I can basically guarantee that I will not make this on 5 or 14. So frustrating to have all these. That's like my 6th ace on a shootout. Just so frustrating because I haven't got a single par 3 ace. But hopefully I can get something going in the tournament and change that luck. So let's take a look here at what we got. I always go back to my bag, reset, make sure, you know, that I go. The next hole I'm actually going to play with basic ball, surprisingly enough. I don't know if anybody in here didn't already know that. It's a little bit tough shot. It's a little bit of challenge that it adds because you don't have the side spin, but you don't need a power ball here at all. So chances are, you know, I'm just going to try going for it with basic ball here. If I get it, great. Otherwise, you know, just be giving up an easy stroke. There's no way of knowing if you're going to get enough wind to clear the island here. So I've just been playing the island. I didn't want to get to a moment where I had to, you know, change my shot mid-idea. So I've just been playing the island this entire tournament. And this guy did not quite make it to the fairway. That's one of the biggest reasons that I don't play. Because if you hop the island, he could have got his extra mile there to within 30, 40 yards. He could have got it to a pitch. But he went for the green. I'll at least be down there. The question is, will I be able to actually thread it up through there or not? So let's see if I can't get something pretty close to my perfect ball here. Give this at least a run. Hopefully that's close enough. Threading right up through there, right on the green. If I would have hit perfect ball, it might have had a chance. Might have been a really good line. So let's see if this guy can't pop it in. I do recommend, if you are going to go with the pitch, probably a Hornet. It really lets you hone in on the accuracy here. If you can't get it to your wedge, this is probably the next best club. I knew that there was no way that I'd ever be to, oh no, that's brutal. That was perfect. Nice albatross there. And let's see if we can't keep this rolling and do pretty good on 3 as well. Go back here. Just so I remember, I'm gonna start to open up a few things. See if for the last card, nope, Nirvana. Now what I like to do here is a thorn, and I use the dead ball for the drive. If you don't have dead ball, berserkers, your best route to try to restrict the wind some. I'm fortunate to be able to restrict the wind a little bit more, makes it a little bit easier. Now you will see me go into landscape mode for my drive here, but that'll just be for after. I won't do it until I'm right about to shoot, and so you'll probably see the screen flip, but aside from that, you know, I'm still, you know, swinging for perfect ball just like normal. The way that I've been doing this is with right backswing. With my spin, I'm putting it back to the right, full top spin. I've been playing it right in here at the bunker here. And like I mentioned, I'll go in the landscape here, so see that real quick. Great ball. Hopefully it's good enough. And what the landscape mode's doing is it's letting me curl it. It takes that rough. If you watched my YouTube expert guide, I actually hit that rough. When I switched to landscape mode, I haven't hit the rough since. So that's why I've been playing it like that. And of course with the dead ball, it's nice to have that extra wind resistance once I get up by the green there. It's probably the closest I've been. I'm probably going to be right at min distance thorn here. And that'll be like the first time that I've been up that close. Well, let's see if I can't keep this momentum going from hole 2. Keep it going into hole 3. 8.3 here. Here's min club right here. I'm going to use this as more of my landing zone. And I'll do this with just a little bit of right spin, and that's just to kind of straighten out that funky guide that you see happening. See, I'm very close to min here. I will play this very close to 4 per ring here. Go about 2 rings. You see where my line is. Hopefully I can get this one to fall. Just caught the edge. Almost played too much there. Got lucky. Kept it in. I'm going to be pretty much going for everything in this round. So, you know, I might throw away a couple strokes doing some dumb stuff. In case you haven't watched my stream. Just be prepared. I mean, you already saw me pull that basic ball in too, so that should already lead you to believe that I'm, you know, kind of going rebel here with my approach to the game. The only guy I know using basic ball. Hopefully I can get that hole on the back nine as well. Hopefully I can get both of those on the back nine. I'll be off to a pretty good start here. Try to keep this momentum going into 4. Now the way I've been playing 4 is different than I'm going to play it today. I'm going to play it more like I've been doing on my guest account, because I don't want the wind to be suspect here. So you're going to see me switch clubs. I'm going to switch to quarterback. I am putting on of course I'm going to go at it with a hammerhead, and I'm going to go at it with a kingmaker to try to resist the wind, put a little bit better ball on, so I can hopefully keep the momentum going and get another shot here. And what quarterback's going to do is it's going to allow me to still have a lot of curl, and since I don't need a lot of power to hit the island shot, I'm just going to do the island shot just as kind of a safety thing. So it looks like I'm at the end of my kingmakers. Let's put on another one here. And I am basically visualizing out, 8 rings. So 5 is at the end of the white there. And I'm just visualizing, you see, another 3 rings. I'm going to be good right about there. You're going to see me just put full side. On top of that, I'm going to go curl, full curl, no extra power, none of that. Make sure that if I miss my great ball, it's on the left, not the right. Just make sure that no matter what, you're not even close to the bunker. Safest shot out there. I think I did dump it in the water on my pro guide, but that was just kind of getting my bearings more than anything. Once I hit the shot one time, I can basically, make a correction, say, well, I don't need to aim there anymore. I can just play it a lot more safer, not out towards the edge. And there you see, it's kind of ideal right there at the end of the fairway. And hopefully I can get this hammerhead in the hole here. I do like doing it this way. The only thing I don't like is, well, driving it in the bunker. 1, 2, putting on a berserker for here just seems, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, you see where I am, and he's going to be at the same spot as me. It's just kind of a funny thing to do. So what I've been doing here is I've upped my backspin a little bit. I'm going to use about 5 bars here. Of course, I'm going to have to probably recheck that, because I only have 4 bars on that. I just wanted to see where my club was. And then on top of that, I know that this is going to be about the run out that I want. I am going to go pretty much, for the most part, right on 8 rings here. Just a little bit short. A little much of a correction. Why couldn't they give me the great ball left there? So I just want to make a note for you guys listening. Playing that at about 8 rings was an overcorrection. The reason that I'm doing an overcorrection is because I'm not doing any kind of that cutback curl. So if you watch some of my advanced wind play guides, you need to kind of do one of 2 things. You either need to do like a counter back if you go, because it was probably like a 6.7 to 7 ring adjustment, and I overplayed it intentionally, knowing that the ball was going to drift more to the left of where I had it aimed. So I was just doing a little bit of an overcorrection, and as you see, I just overcorrected too much. Plus, it looked like the angle that I pulled back was a little bit at the wrong angle, because it came in a little bit harder than it should. It should have landed short of the hole and didn't. So I think the angle that I was pulling back was a little too aggressive to the right, and I needed to pull back just a hair more left. And that way it wouldn't have came in so hot, and I might have had that. So the biggest thing to note is when you're doing these is, being very precise with the way that you're pulling the shot arrow. Now, I have time from time to time pulling the bullseye. You see, I'll give it like 2 or 3 attempts sometimes, and it won't grab. So that's one thing that really kind of frustrates me a little bit, because it slows me down even more. I'm already a slow player. I know I already go to the end of the shot clock a lot, and so it's kind of a tough place for me to when I can't grab that. That's kind of unfortunate. Let me show you how I like to set up my bag for this 5th hole. Of course, I got it with a turkey ball earlier already. I am going to go at this with the you know what, I'm just going to switch my bag. I'm having no luck with Hammerhead. If I haven't made a single shot with it, why don't I just switch to Sniper for the rest of the tournament? I haven't made a single shot with that dang club all week. Just started my tournament round, though. I have made it a bunch of times. It just hasn't been for a tournament round when it actually counts. So let me just go ahead and switch my odds here. Up. I think I got the wrong ball. Or no, this is right. This is right. So I'm going to go at this with Kingmaker here. Highly recommend you guys doing that as well. It really helps to have that extra wind resistance plus the power here. I've seen guys get this with Marlins though, and Quasars, to each their own a little bit. I just like playing the percentages. If I can, for example, double the chance that I can make it. Say I was going to make it, 5% of the time, and if I can double that to even 10% of the time, then I'm going to do everything in the tournament to make that happen. Just as kind of a smart thing to do. So let's see here the way that this guy gets his ball coming in. I have not seen anybody play it that high up on the hill yet. This is an interesting one. It does feed down. I think if you get it right to the top there, it will feed down enough. But you have to be so precise with the way that it feeds down. I just boycott that shot entirely. I'd rather curl it. And here's what's nice about the shot that I'm going to play. I'm not even going to have to curl it. So that's going to be kind of a nice little thing. You can kind of see what I'm doing with my shot trail here. I'm leaving it short. One of the biggest mistakes that I see guys do is they will, put it to the hole here. And that's one of the biggest influences as to why the shot gets missed. So you're going to see me keep it kind of right on the left edge here. And you see me keeping it short. I like to play 20% extra on this as well. So you're going to see me go here about 10 rings. Shouldn't need any extra curl or anything. Coming in a little hot. Oh, hit the collar. It's coming in a little hot, but geez, the way that dove down on the collar, bad luck there. If it would, that second hop needs to hit that fringe there. So, an extra half ring there, I would have at least had a chance to make that. Just needed an extra half ring of pullback to make sure that it hit the middle of that fringe there. It would have been pretty good. Of course, I got this on the first shootout. And just like I mentioned, no, I'm not going to get it here. I just knew it. So frustrating to just watch this repeatedly happen to me this tournament. I cannot make anything besides 2, 3, and 6. That's it on my tournament round. It's just so frustrating. Just going through a pretty rough patch here, and I'll probably get this hole. This will be the time that I get this one. Let's see what the wind is first. Why not? Let's go for it. Nothing to lose, right? 3 rings, somewhere in there, 4 side. Let me see how many bars this is. About 8. It's probably pretty close. Jesus, almost got that sucker too. So dumb. In case you're wondering, I am going for that island on 7, no doubt about it, and you can kind of see why. The way my ball went towards the hole, it's the easiest way to ace it, but also brings water into play. So there's risk reward. I have no problem going for it. I don't care if I lose this tournament. It's really not that important to me. I'm just going to do the best that I can, you know, hoping that these risky shots pay off. Once again, back out, kind of set up. You see I'm about to unlock that pin chest too. I might have another one around the corner, I'm not sure. Jungleist card, can't do anything with that. Let me put my globe on. I'm going to go at the green here on 6. Another one that can wind up in the water very easily. Got my Apocalypse on. Got Thorn on, Nirvana, Spitfire. Got everything I want to do this shot. Plus I got the Snow Globe on. Let's hope I can at least get this one too. I can use it. That's for sure. Because I can't make anything else. So if I don't get 2, 3, and 6, I'm actually going to take off a little here. This is the most wind I've had all week on this hole. I'm going to back off just ever so slightly. With my spin, I'm going just under that last bar. I'm going to aim more here. Like I said, I'm going to back off just ever so slightly here. So instead of going full, I'm pulling it in just ever so slightly. You can't even really see it, but I'm doing it. Perfect ball. Wow. That was close. Stay on. Well, actually, don't stay on. Get off. Get on the fringe, jeez. Now, do you see why I was taking off some of my power there? I still, even taking off, almost outdrove that fairway. It was very, very close. Now I gotta hope that I can putt. See if I can't run this in here. I'm going to play it on the left edge so it lips in hopefully, and then if I great ball it right, it still goes in. Didn't great ball it, should be in. The reason that I need these strokes is just in case I put one in on the water, say next go at this hole, or God forbid, very next hole, if I hit it in the water on 7, I'm going to need these strokes to still try to post 27 and not screw myself out of that. I'd really like to get, I'd really like to be able to not get 2, 3, and 6 on replay and not be able to make anything else. Like, it just is frustrating to no end. So let's back out here. Hopefully my pink chest hooks me up. Cataclysm. Oh, how about this silver? Come on, 4th card. Nope. Alrighty, so hole 7. We are gearing to switch my bag here. We are going to go to rock. We are going to go to Santa. And we are going to hit that stupid island, just like you saw me doing that shootout a couple minutes ago. Let's hope that I don't hit it in the water. Santa ball. Rock. Should be good to go. Oh, so these streams are difficult for me for whatever reason. I don't get nervous during the tournament, but I haven't got used to live feeds yet. Something I still got to get used to. And I also have to get used to that little live button up above. Well, it's been above my opponents. I haven't seen what a lot of my opponents see because I'm not really looking for it. And with that thing blocking it, you have to really be looking for it. I'm going to back out here. I want to try to avoid a replay if at all possible. There should be plenty of guys on right now trying to complete their round. Let's just hope I don't do something stupid here, because I am definitely going for the ace. Don't care if I par, really. It's not a big deal to me. Just go for this sucker. And I play this about, a lot of side spin, just a hair over, 4 backspin. I want to get it going up the hill, and instead of, 5 rings, I'm playing it more like 6, 6.5 here. You can see that it's going to shoot more off the center of the island. It's going to go past where I have it adjusting. Perfect ball. Not sure if it got up there. Come on, you sucker. You must. This game, let me tell you. Oh, man. It's enough to drive you crazy sometimes. I cannot get any other hole but 2, 3, and 6. Give me 2, 3, 6 all day for a tournament. Let's see what I can shoot. Anything else, it's just going to be bad luck for me. I'd really like to get 9. That's the one that because, there's so many guys getting 9, and that's the one that just really irks me. Brutal. We both could have really used that stroke. Now I feel real bad. If that went in, it would have helped him out immensely. Hopefully I don't miss this putt. Nothing but cup. So if it was me doing this, especially with his limited ball trail, I would try to hop this in, or at least I would do this with backspin. No doubt about it. In case you guys still have to do your rounds, I really recommend doing this with backspin, getting the hops real close to the hole. So that way, with a perfect ball, hopefully you hop it right in. or with very limited rollout. Get it? Nope. This green is very bumpy, so you want to be very careful with it, in my opinion. Like I don't have a lot of experience pitching. I don't think I've pitched it once, but I've seen guys pitch it and they've tried to do that rapier front spin shot. Man, I really do not trust that shot on when there's a ton of slope. So disappointment on 7. Let's see if we can't pull out Apocalypse again. I am probably going to pull out Berserker on this one. These will be my only Berserkers for the round. And Thorn. Yeah, let's keep Thorn. Spitfire, Nirvana. I look good to go. So let's go for this sucker. I'm going to need one more gold chest to complete the lineup here. Let's keep going with our round. Notice how I always back out, to the home screen, to the bag. It's a great habit to get in for tournament play. Extremely good. I hear about all these guys keeping their quarterback on, blah, blah, blah. You back out every time to your bag. Even if you're not changing anything, you get in that habit of doing it, you'll never have the wrong club on your bag. And here's what I've been doing, which is actually pretty hilarious. After my round, I don't go to my bag and then fix anything because I'm done. So I'll hop on, I'll go right into Tour 11, and there was another tournament that we were just doing, and I had to do blue clubs in Tour 11, like 7 times. But thankfully, using the blue common clubs, which means I had like quarterback as my driver, I actually am 6-1 in Tour 11 matches with that blue bag. So I'm starting to think that it's actually not too bad of a bag to actually play with. So here you see I'm getting the wind into the 11s. I'm going to put as much side spin on that keeps all my top spin on. I want to shoot it down kind of where that guy just did. But I'm going to do mine landscape mode. And I'm going to ever so slightly, I think, take off some power. Because I don't need everything here. So here, I'm going to play about here. Again, like I mentioned, sorry for the landscape mode. I'm going to take off a little bit here. How much time I got? I'm only going into orange here. I have not had tree trouble yet. So you see it just kind of winds right through there. And I've been trying to get on the other side of this, and I just missed it. Just missed it. Crap. I've been trying to get a pitch out of this hole all week. Well, not all week. The last couple days, because I did some shootout guys for you guys. But the last couple tries, I've been trying to get that. And you see, it's very close. I mean, I'm within, I just got to get the ball a little bit more right. But I need to make sure that the first bounce doesn't hit that bunker. So that's why you see me cheating it kind of left, playing a lot of trees there. Because foremost, I need to make sure I don't hit that bunker. If I hit the bunker, I might not make the green. So it's kind of a trade-off. I'm playing kind of safe to make sure that, because I can still make this bunker shot. I won't be able to still make that other bunker shot. So I did play this once, but I forget what the adjustment was. In case you're wondering what I'm doing there, it's kind of an estimation method. A distance estimation method. I do have a video in YouTube for that if you haven't seen it yet. It will cover over exactly what I did for that adjustment. And hopefully it will help your pitching game. Of course, the most important factor when it comes to pitching is perfect ball. So if you're not hitting perfect ball, well, I need to go a little bit more than this, I think, because of how left to right this wind is. One time. No. Short. Right on line. Brutal. So hopefully I can get hole 9. Haven't got 8 all week. I haven't got 7, 8, 9 all week. I'm getting really kind of frustrated, tired of missing them too. So I'd really like to change things here. Hole number 9. I haven't even got the wind like I see guys getting. My best wind has been 12.4? I believe 12.4, something ridiculous. I'm going to go for another probably crazy dumb shot again. Why not? It's not like we're playing for anything here. Hit it. Just wrong part of the island. Great ball right would have been money. And notice how, so you see me using about, I just want to make note here, you see me on the tournament shot using about 4.2 bars of backspin, whereas there I'm using about 2. It's because now I'm so much into the wind, I know that after the ball lands, that wind is going to basically be adding backspin. So, had I hit that a little bit brighter on the island, it would have actually, you know, probably bounced and played very similarly to how you saw me actually play that in the actual shot. So I don't know why that guy didn't just go the other way and just, you know, funnel it somewhere on the green, but that's okay. Easy chest for me. I know he had a globe, but he had all his side spin there at his disposal. I'm sure he could have put it on the green somewhere. Jungle this card. That's a waste. So I am going to put on my globe here for this 9th hole. Hopefully this will be the first time that I get a good win for this hole. You see the way that I have my bag set up. Actually, this is the only hole that I want Hornet, just in case. Let me grab that real quick. Let's try to jump into hole 9 here. Just in case I get to short iron distance, I do want to have Hornet. It is the most accurate iron. And the second shot's about, it's straight downwind. So I recommend about 4 bars of backspin, and then just kind of putting your last hop right on the hole, kind of, or in front of the hole. It still will run out just a touch. So if you need to hit 9 and you can get to that other fairway, anything within a POC 5 or even a POC 4 if you get a good wind. I have not got one good wind yet. So in fact, I'm doing the math here, and it's only going to be about a 12 best case scenario for me. So unless I get real lucky, his wind equates to on Snow Globe right around 12 miles per hour. So I can expect similar. In fact, I've been noticing here the first guy usually gets the better wind, so I bet you I get 11 something. And 11 nothing really screws your chances on this hole. I've seen almost a 14 wind on this hole. It's driving me nuts. I haven't got it one time. Not once. I ain't got one good wind on this hole, on this all week. So let's see what I can do here. Oh my goodness, there it is. This is what I've been hoping for. I cannot believe they gave me that. Does that mean he got the smaller wind this time? I guarantee this is gonna be messed up. Oh crap, this makes me want to actually play this shot differently. I've been playing it to the right. I think I'm gonna run out if I do that. I'm worried about playing it to the right now. I think I'm gonna play it to the left, but I've never done that. The only time I've seen this even done is off a video. So we're just going to kind of wing that. Do it with a little bit of counter back. And hope for the best. Stay in the fairway. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. No good bounce off the first fairway. Pretty much landed dead. It's unbelievable. It just trickles into the rough. Now the good thing about the rough, though, that I do like is the ball comes in lower. I have to play a lot less wind, and I won't have to worry about those post effects on the ball. But the perfect ball, that's going to be the problem. I need to hit perfect ball here. So if I miss my perfect ball, I'm going to be probably offline unless I maybe miss to the right and it uses more of the hill and then just kind of hops back left. That's kind of my best hope if I don't hit perfect ball here. So let's see if I can't size this one up real quick. At least give it a run. 4, about 8. I would prefer going at this with less run out. Just kind of my preferred method here. It's going to be less run out because I missed this with perfect ball with the run out earlier. I just want to kind of change my luck a little bit here, hopefully. One time. Did not quite play enough wind. Probably has a little bit to do with how right to left that wind actually was. It just kind of pushes it down the slope. And that's kind of where I mentioned kind of great ball there, especially when it's coming in slow like that. If I hit more up on the hill, it might be prone to still take the break and shoot down into the cup. I didn't do any over adjustment there. I just played the wind straight up. So I feel like it's probably my fault that I'm way out to the left there because it was probably landed pretty close to where I set up to hit it. But since it was so right to left that I didn't play enough, I didn't play any extra. I wasn't even thinking about it there. I was running out of time. Rolling that one in. Hopefully I can at least match that back 9. Maybe I can even get something. I'd rather completely mess up 2 and maybe some other holes if I could just get some of the other ones to go in, because they've just been so frustrating for me this entire week. Come on. Yes. 1 card closer. 18 left. The countdown starts. That's kind of where I mentioned, the only thing I care about for this tournament is the top 10. I'm cool with that. Top 10 and just get me those 28 cards that I need for that Cataclysm. And I'm good to go. That's all I need. Alrighty, so let's set up our bag here again. I do have Turkey Ball on. That is the ball I have been doing every time for hole number 1. I got everything set up. I want to make sure that come hole 3, I need to make sure that this thorn's on. I only need Hornet for that 1 hole just in case. Quickly matched an opponent. Awesome. Same strategy as before. Hopefully I don't get the great ball. just cut in front of the hole. So let's see here. What I'm going to do is very similar. Let's see what wind I get. Last time it was 6 maybe, 5.5, which means I'll play just a hair over 7 here, rings. One time, nope. Nope. Just ever so slightly, you know, half a green grid over, which probably, you know, it's half a ring or less. Just roll this one in. See if I can't get the ace on the shootout again, like on hole 1. Sure. Probably will happen. I'll probably give Sunshine Glade again too. Or they'll give me this one. I'll get a second attempt on the same hole. And it'll go in the next time. So really hard shot last time. This is going to be a little bit easier since it's downwind. I'm actually surprised they didn't set this tournament up like this, just to make the shot around the bunker a little bit more challenging for the hole-in-one. As you see, the ball gets really, really challenging to get it back there to the right. Extremely challenging. What I try to do is I try to, you know, take off some of the backspin that I usually might put on, just to keep the ball rolling. The better that you get this ball rolling here, you can kind of see where I'm setting up. You know, I let some of that ball trail on. I'm going to take off just ever so slightly more. Again, I like to have that ball trail to give it a chance to roll out to the hole. And again, I'll play about 20% more on this shot. Great ball. Again, I'm pretty sure that it is not coming back again this time. In fact, it looked like I overcorrected there because I almost hit the bunker. And that's why you're seeing it not run out, because it hit the face right over the bunker and it came up short. But there's the platinum that I've been waiting for. So that's another reason that I clear out chests. So let's say hypothetically you guys aren't clearing out your chests and you're playing all these tournament holes, and that platinum comes and you don't have a slot for it, you're going to miss it. So keep that in mind. You know, hopefully that has, you know, the cataclysm or tsunami that I'm hoping for. Let's put on basic ball again here. Hope that I don't screw it up too bad. Everything else looks good here. Apocalypse, basic ball, good to go. Now that I have everything kind of set up, since I still got 8 more holes, I am going to open something up. This one's the cheapest, it's only 20. I'm going to open this one up. Get another one going. What time is it? 2 something? Hopefully I can repeat Have a pretty good performance on this second hole again. I love the hole-in-one, but not even on my mind. So I'm just happy with threading that gap up there consistently with basic ball. I'm cool with that. I'll take that. Looks pretty good. Would have been nice to land that a little bit farther. If you had a Berserker Globe, could have got a pretty nice T-ball out of that. Hopefully you can make it from there, though. That's what's nice, is it shouldn't be more than a short iron there for him. Shouldn't be too bad. A little bit less wind this time. Seems to be hooking more back left this time. Crap. Get out of there. So we're going to have to make the pitch this time, unfortunately. What happens when you miss left there, though? So I kind of like overcutting that. When you miss left, look at that pitch. It's going to be straight downwind next time for me. Whereas if you're on the right side, you get a little crosswind action. So what you'll see me do is I'm fine with going a little left. I don't know why my ball ended up that left. I think the wind tends to point a little bit more in the left direction sometime, and that's kind of what I faced there. Is I had more of a left-pointed wind, and it didn't quite get over into that same gully that I usually hit. So I should have used less curl there. But again, like I mentioned, left is a lot better than right. So I have no problem making that mistake here. And this pitch is very, very simple. I don't care if it has basic ball. It's really not a big deal. I'm hoping that there's no reason that I should miss this, because it's so straight. So as you see, it's going to be kind of half club here for me. So whatever the wind is, I'll play just ever so slightly. Take a little bit of that backspin. And I'm just going to kind of point it at the hole, and then play it, whatever the wind is, kind of in half with the rings. So instead of playing like 11, I'll just play about 6 rings here. Oh wow, brutal. Unbelievable. That's them be the breaks, I guess. That is one of the reasons that I put that little bit of backspin on, is to kind of slow the way that the ball was coming in. And I really think that should have, crept down as opposed to kind of staying up like that with that backspin. But I guess I didn't quite put just enough on. But the way that it looked like that last, run out just seemed kind of like it hit a funny spot and then just started running along the ground, where it should have been hopping a little bit more. Should have slowed down. It is what it is, I guess. Missed that one. Let's see if I can't get 3. Let's see what my wind looks like on this one. A little bit in the face. I like to go at this with driver, but this isn't quite enough wind to do that. Well, it is. If I aim on this side of the island. It's one of the problems with basic ball here, is it kind of forces you to hit driver a little bit. So I don't have enough power. See if that comes in enough. Nope. Hope that comes back down the hill right at the hole though. Nope, of course not. Why would it? Jeez. Little rough break there. Let's see if I can't get 3. That's a little frustrating that just happened. Did not expect that on that pitch, because it's so simple. Now I'm going to set up again for dead ball. There it is. Make sure that you have Thorn and Apocalypse, and of course, you know, all the necessary rough sand irons just in case. So back up. And of course I'm going to go very similar as what I did last time on this hole. I will go landscape mode only for the drive here. And aside from that, I'm definitely going, you know, hitting it up there for the pitch. Try the best to make it as I can. Again, the spin that I like to put on here is counter spin. Now if you can't go full spin here, then you want to spin it the other way and hope that you don't hit. What I'm doing is to make sure that second bounce doesn't hit that rough. That's the reason I've been playing it this way. It's not letting me grab the ball. I can't grab the ball. Gotta close the app out real quick. I don't know what else to do if I can't grab the ball. Hopefully I can grab it now. Tragedy avoided. So, just as kind of a guide for you guys out there, do whatever you can. If you can't, it wouldn't let me grab the ball as soon as that Wi-Fi dropped out temporarily. Close the app down. I was able to get it out. I was able to grab it afterwards, so let's see if I can't get this hole. Very disappointed with that lip out on the last one. Didn't expect that. It's best to just kind of move on and worry about the next hole. You know, make sure you're doing everything to stay on track. Do the same shots. You know, just trust what you're doing. Doesn't look like I'm going to be down here nearly as close this time, so my shot's going to change a bit. But hopefully I can get it. Well, there's Min Club. I almost got it down here as far as last time. So what I like to do, as you saw last time, You see, I just put that little bit of right spin on, just to kind of help the line a little bit come back where it needs to. And again, this is actually going to set up very similarly. I'm going to go a little bit over 2 rings again. Perfect ball. Nothing but cup. Can't tell if I'm hitting the buttons. So, in case you guys are wondering there, when I pull out that thorn on min club, I go about right pretty much pot like perfectly on 4 yards per, like 4 miles per hour per ring. If it gets more towards mid club, then I'll go more closer to 3. If it gets towards max club, which I've been a couple times, I'll play a real close to 2. Now, one thing to mention here, you do have an elevation uphill shot here, but what I've noticed, when you get it on this hill, you have a little bit of margin for error. You know, it just kind of feeds at the hole, certain spots there. So you don't have to get it, you know, perfectly centered on that hill. You saw as my first one barely caught the edge. That one didn't do it, but one thing I want to mention, anytime you close out of the app and have to reconnect, you automatically get dropped out. You see that happening to me there. I got forced out of the app. Didn't even get to see what chest I got, but it still gives it to you, and you are ready to roll. So let's go with this. I'm going to go back to my quarterback here. No need for anything more. You don't need a lot of power for this tee shot. Got my Kingmaker on. Got my sniper this time that I'm going to go with. And let's just go at it with this. See if I can't get another stroke here. Since I gave one up on 12, or 11, sorry. So here, the strategy that I like to use, just so you guys know, is I try to get all the momentum going to the right after that first hop. So I'll make sure that all my side spins on. And I play about 1 yard per ring, you know, make sure 5 is plenty okay. And then you know it's going to go another 3 on top of that. So it should be good to go there. Again, if you're going to miss, make sure that you miss left, like you saw me do there. This is a safety precaution. You know you're not going to be anywhere near that bunker, because of the way that I set that up. Like, the bunker, no matter what, is out of play. So it's a nice strategy. And kudos to this guy. He has all these pro wins, but still out here in the expert division. Trying to get one here. So big shout out for that. Let's see if he can't pull this drive off. Of course, you know, you can go at it with these clubs. I prefer the accuracy boost. I'm not one of the best perfect ball players out there. I'm pretty good. I'm really good. But there's better guys that mean perfect ball, no question. And, you know, anywhere that you want to make sure that you have some of that precision on a touchy tee shot, you might as well go ahead and take advantage of that. So let's see, with about 5 rings here, if I can't get this 5 bars of backspin there. You kind of see me sneaking the edge on the cup there. And I'm going to go right about 7 rings here. I'm going to try to pull the angle back just a little bit more left than last time, because I know that last time I didn't do it right. So we're at about 7 rings. Perfect ball. Please. Oh my God, I made it. I fully am over missing hole 2 now. I'll take that trade-off any day. I don't care if I miss 2. I just want to make something else. So I'm super happy about that I finally actually did. It's the first time I've gotten 4 all week, even though my shots have been very good, lined up. There's been a couple times that I've missed my perfect ball when I had something that, as soon as a great ball shanked, it like missed just on the edge of where it was been like, well, if I had perfect ball, it probably was in. So here we are, not too bad, back on track a little bit. Let's get through that. Open another chest, give me another good one, Cataclysm. Nope, no pink. Okay, hole 5, par 3. I can keep quarterback on, but I don't have to. I can go at anything with Apocalypse because I have such a good backspin on it. So I will set up for Apocalypse. Of course, we're going to be going out with Sniper and Kingmaker again. And again, you saw me get that extra shot there. You know, I like to take some of the credit for the shot, but the ball itself, you know, just kind of helps you. So same thing here. You know, I'm just going to set up to get a Sniper, use that side spin so I don't have to curl it. And, you know, hopefully that Kingmaker with the extra wind reduction increases my likelihood of making the shot. Maybe it makes me twice as likely to make it. Let's say I can usually make it, say, who knows, you know, 3% of the time. Double that to 6 with a Kingmaker. That's one of the reasons that you see me. And plus, we're playing for Kingsmakers in this tournament. So if I use 40 of them to win 300 of them, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. Plus, not to mention, what can you get back today for like $6? You can get back 18 of them. So it would be like you barely lost them. And from time to time, I have no problem, spending money on this game. I love this game. It's awesome. Wow, that's close. Just popped it over. That's unfortunate. If he would have hit the stick, it might have held. But he did have too much momentum coming in there. But all you needed to do is hit the stick, maybe, and might have got that one. That would have been pretty nice. That would have been sweet. So again, somewhere in the 3.5, 4, anywhere in that territory. You can see what I'm doing with my spin here. I know that the second hop is going to hopefully be on the fringe, and then aside from that, I'm going to have run out. But you see what I'm doing with my shot? I'm keeping it a little bit short, but I know the ball's going to come in just a tad bit hotter. So aside from this, at least 10 full rings, minimum. Let's see if I can't get this one. Got this one on shootout already. And there it is. Oh, it hit the green. No, that's too deep. I didn't want it to hit the green. It's too deep. I'll be the first to tell you that. I was not trying to land it there. Should have went 11 rings. What's 20%? 11.5, but still wasn't enough. 10.5 is what 20% would have been. And I was at least a ring or two short of where I wanted to be, so I should have used more backspin. Use 4 backspin, guys. It's the best shot advice I can give you there. My ball came in a little bit hotter than I wanted it there. Perfect ball. And let's see if we can have the same fortuitous luck as last time on hole 6. Get it up with the green. Actually, let's not get it to that same spot. Let's put it on the fringe back there. Even with that missed pitch that I'll have, I'll take my chances at the pitch. Alrighty, 4 backspin. We're at about 11 rings here. Pretty fast correction. Not too worried about this. Just want to kind of get through the round a little bit. 11 rings. A little bit too much. I'm sure I was probably past 11 rings. I was being very quick with the way that I was moving. Come on, guy. It's just a shootout. So his connection was lagging out a little bit there. And that's why you kind of saw the screen freeze there for a good 10 seconds. Alrighty, hole 6. Let's go to my bag real quick, like usual. Apocalypse, Sniper, all the usual guns here. We are going to go for a globe. This will be my last globe of the tournament. See if I can't pull this shot off one last time here. At the very least, at least clear the water. Jeez. Oh man. Another pro guy. You already know my approach from last time was kind of go right at the hole here. So I'm going to do more or less the same, assuming with his Kingmaker on. Poc 3 would probably may or may not be enough for you to go the other way. So if you were to, make your hook from right to left on that other fairway and spin it back to the left, I'm assuming you could probably get it back to the fairway for kind of a short iron wedge pitch. I've seen it done with certain clubs. I know Extra Mile, I've seen it done, certain Apocalypses, so, it's not out of the realm of possibility to go that way to give yourself a shorter pitch. You just can't do what you're doing with the spin with the way that I'm doing. You have to spin it away from the hole, towards the trees. Here, this is a much more wind that I'm happy about, because I know a little bit better here what I need to do. Having problems with my spin here. There it is. Finally got it where I want it. Of course, I'm going to set up very similarly to last time here. Somewhere right in here. Some curl. Perfect ball. And it's in the bunker this time. Now, when I'm in the bunker here, all I really need is perfect ball. So this isn't the worst place to be. I'll trust my hole out skills from where I'm at, more so than where he's at. So if you're able to get it there, you know, it's still a pretty good alternate approach to getting here. I've never had to play the wind down here when I'm at the hole right there, when I'm towards the hole. You don't even have to play the wind. The times that I see guys miss it, that's the way that they miss it, is they'll try playing it and then they won't make it. You just go for the dunk here. And perfect ball should still be in the cup. So hopefully I can pull it off. Or at the very least, I hope he makes his, and I don't have to worry about where I leave the ball. Even though I'm not really worried about that. I don't want it to slam the pin and, you know, go back down the hill, which I've seen happen. Again, you won't really see, you're not going to see me play the wind here, inside cup here. Just trying to size it up right there. Looks pretty good. Of course, make sure that you're centered when you're doing this. Oh, got it. So it's a good thing I gave myself these extra strokes here for when I dump it in the water on hole 7. Going for the island. I haven't hit the water yet, even on that Berserker crazy shot with my Apocalypse. Still didn't hit the water. This will be the time that I do. Just watch. Just wait and see. Watch what I have up my sleeve here. Rock, Santa. Of course, everything else stays the same. Let's see if I can't get this sucker going towards the hole. Make up for that robbery of last time. So as you see, I'm very at max distance here. This time they gave me a little bit more wind. You know, instead of playing it, you know, 6 rings, I'm looking at least 7 here. That should be pretty good there. Right on the center. Get up there. Okay, come down at the cup. Nope, looks like it's cutting to the other side again. Jesus. So brutal. Let's see what this guy's trying to do here. So if you have to go extra mile or this way, one thing that I can mention is you just want to get super aggressive here. The best shots, the best chances you're going to have are going to land right on that edge. So you see how he's out a little bit farther? It's going to be a little bit harder to get it going towards the hole. If you get it a little bit super aggressive, get it more towards that back hill instead of to the side hill, it's a lot easier to make. It ups your chances to make it. But again, that with that approach, though, you have to be, considering you could potentially miss and bring par by hitting the rough on accident. So it's very risk reward, just like my shot. You see, going for the island, it's pretty stupid, all things considered. It can bounce off into the water. So I don't want you to just think that shot's just stupid simple, but with some practice, you'll have confidence to do it. You just got to really be perfect or one off on your perfect rock accuracy. So good luck if you guys haven't played yet and want to try that one out. As you can see, it's your one potential hole out for that hole every time. So look at this. This is like tournament wind here. I'm going to play this at min distance. Let's see what this looks like when I pull this up. This looks pretty good here, power-wise. Aside from that, out towards 5 rings, right at mid-club. Looks like a little too much hook. All things considered, though, still a nice shot. Shots like that will still get you the win a lot of times. 70% of the time, you'll be able to win with a shot like that. So, you see, with the standard ball, I didn't have any extra power, so going into the 3-wood's a little bit tricky. So, if you have that backspin driver, highly recommend that approach like that. As long as, and of course, the one time that it's a rock, it really helps me out as well, because I don't have to hit perfect ball. I don't have to be worried about perfect ball. Whereas even with my Epoch, the Epoch will, pull an extra yard almost on a great ball. So here you're seeing, not too bad here. Either way, you can go about this hole. Another silver chest. Let's hope I can win another one and get a gold. I'd really like to fill that out. Oops. Grabbed the feed by accident there, guys. Come on, last one. Nope. No pink card. Let me set up my bag. Again, make sure that if you always come to this screen, it takes all the chances of you making a mental mistake out of the equation. Just always look in your golf bag. When you hit select, make sure that it goes to the top here where it says your golf bag. Make sure that it goes there. So here I am going to switch to Hornet, because if I do pull this shot off for 8 and 9, I'm going to want Hornet if I do get it to the fairway. So here I got B52. Shouldn't need to worry about that. I have the right irons on. And let's just go here with my Berserker. Let's see if I can't finish out strong here. Get another shot. I'm just Mr. Consistency here on this tournament. Aside from 2 and 4 swapping, it's been very consistent round. Nothing really out of the ordinary with getting certain things to fall or anything like that. So let's see if we can draw an opponent here. It'd be nice to have somebody online try to finish this out instead of just waiting. I'd really like to avoid replays for the off chance that I can basically play with somebody here and make the eagle, and if they're in the bunker, I can save them. So I typically try to get live opponents, plus, vice versa. If I make a mistake, which I'm assuming with the shot that I'm playing, the only real mistake that can happen, I don't even know, the mistakes that I'm going to have is like what you just saw me do on my last drive. It's going to hit the bunker up there. Because I'm going to take off the power, just like I did last time. I'm going to do very similar this time. I just get a tad bit more aggressive with my aim. Not quite go so many rings here, since I'm taking off the power anyway. I apologize, I'm going to go landscape again on you guys, so the screen's going to turn. I'm going to take off ever so slightly on the power again. Full ball, through the trees. Ah! Stop. Jeez. That's why I'm taking off the power, as you see. Because there you're seeing it project far too far here. So I'm going to have to, it basically throws away my holdout chance now. And I just got to basically accept birdie. Well, let's not say that yet, because I can still technically get this. But that's kind of the problem with, you know, landing that 2 yards too long there. Is it just kind of makes me have to play for birdie now, unfortunately. Can't even save this guy anymore. But I'll say that and then watch, I'll pull something crazy off here or something. So maybe this guy could put that one in. So you see I'm going to probably be aiming more of a, this is the way I usually play it, it's kind of like a right side spin approach here. Of course I need to size this up to see. And I can see here I am more towards max here. Which at max, it's going to play pretty close to 2 per ring. Pretty spot on. We go a little bit more. I'm going to curl it a little bit. Ah, I was early with my release. Ah. Completely butchered that. That's okay. No big deal. But kind of frustrating. I think that's the first non-perfect ball that I've hit from all my bunkers. Yeah, because I think I was in the bunker up here last time. I got perfect ball, didn't make it. And then I bunkered perfect ball on 6 and made it. So that's my first non-perfect ball. That's frustrating. I kind of needed it there, but no real foul. I mean, I'm not really that worried about it. It's like I said, you know, I'm gonna go for it. I'm not playing it safe here on any of my shots, really. I'm playing very aggressively in this round, so. As you see, that guy very well done up there. Almost popped that up in there. Let's just see if I can't just roll mine in here real quick. And it basically just comes down to perfect ball here. I mean, I'm assuming, you know, I'm in here tight enough. I'm not even going to play the wind. This is in here so tight. You don't even need to play the wind. You see me keep it right on the edge inside there. Missed the perfect ball. It's going to roll out. It's not going to go in. Basically comes down to get your perfect ball. You make the shot, miss it, you don't. Those are the breaks, I guess. So let's see if I can't get this last hole with a mistake there. Very unfortunate on that drive. That's the first time that I've had it drive that long, and it's weird because I took off It's because I got so aggressive since you see me, how I keep hitting that bunker. I got way more aggressive to the right. So even though I took off power, I didn't take off enough. And it's the first time that I got super aggressive there trying to cut that corner. It's the first time I've tried to do it like that. So I just underestimated the way that I played. So let me set up my bag here. Got Apocalypse, got my Hornet. Aside from that, Spitfire, Nirvana, good to go. Let's see if I can't win the last one, get a gold too. If I can remember. Make sure I win this one. Or at least go for the win. Instead of doing anything crazy, because I'd like to fill that last chest spot. And hopefully it'll be a gold this time. Nine win again. So let's hope that the luck is on my side again, because this again sets me up for, best case scenario at 12 miles per hour. But if they give me a better wind than him, which is exactly what happened last time, well, maybe I'll be in business here. Maybe they'll give me a 12.7, 13. That'd be sweet. I'm not going to go that other way to the left because I got such a miserable bounce doing it that way last time. So I'm going to cut it back to the right no matter what here. And again, this is more my usual wind. It's very, very challenging to play this shot with this wind. Usually best case scenario, Hornet range when you get wind like this. You can't get it very close up there. Can't get it to a pitch. And I didn't even do that good, because it's so challenging. You usually hit the downslope like you're seeing there, and you just can't hop the bunker. It doesn't land long enough. But no real threat on this. I mean, I just do a backspin shot, hopefully ride the hill on the backstop, and there's no real risk when you go into this bunker or anything. It just probably takes my albatross away. There's almost no way I'm making an albatross now. But I'm going to give it a go anyways. Straight downwind. So again, I'll just kind of size this up real quick. It's about 3/4 club. Cannot play right now, Shay, sorry. Like I mentioned, I'm going to kind of use more of this back slope here for this one, I think. Let me see how this sets up. No, actually, I'm going to go away from that. I'm going to do it like this, because I think it'll hop more right at the hole this way. Let's see if I can't do this. Perfect ball. It's all that right to left hook there, just causing the ball, just like you saw my last time playing this hole. How it just kind of dives to the left. You just can't slow that momentum down and keep it on that straight line. So a little unlucky here. You see me closing out here. We'll go to the shootout. I think the only time that I missed my perfect ball was the time that it was for the eagle, or the birdie, to still go in. It was the only time I missed it. Every time that I hit perfect ball today from the rough and bunker, it didn't go in every time. And then the one that was going in, if I would have hit it, for whatever reason, just kind of, it looked like, I released it and it just didn't release the way that I thought. So, alrighty. Let's see if I can't get this shoot out here. This is a little bit tougher because you see the ball trail, how it's running out towards the hole. Now, your shot is going to change so much on this 13 point. And again, you know, instead of going like 14 rings here, I'm going to go more like, what was that, 10? I'm going to go more like 16, 17. Let's try that. But you got to remember that you need to get this hook coming back too, because it's not going to, that momentum of the ball is going to kind of keep it from cutting back. And what you actually saw me do is it looks like the wind was hindering a little bit, and I thought it was helping a bit, so it looks like I wasn't pulling back at the right angle, or I should have took off some of that topspin, because you're seeing my ball there come up short. That's one of the things that I hate about side winds, because actually when you look at this, I'm pretty sure mine looked identical to this. It looks like the wind's helping you, but then it's not. Like, the ball's not actually getting that extra momentum that I think that it's getting. And one of the reasons that you know, I think is the main contributor to that is actually kind of the curl. Is when I curl it back against it, it's kind of resisting that wind again. So you're seeing that kind of unfortunate event happen there. But you know, all things considered here, not too bad with this round. You know, I threw away a stroke there on 17, just kind of silly. And same with 11, kind of threw that away. But all things considered here, not too bad. If you guys haven't played your rounds yet, good luck with your rounds. And hopefully this video helped you to, you know, figure out some shots that you might want to still do if you haven't played. And just a big thanks, guys, for coming to check out my feed. This is my first time streaming a tournament event, and if you guys would like to see more for future tournaments, I'd be willing to go ahead and, you know, give you guys some more stream for the next time. So good luck, guys, and I'll see you guys later.